Welcome back to Hangin Cleats. Got a special guest with us, Dylan, Rennie. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Obviously, we got Emmanuel in the building.
I know the vibes.
Thank you for coming on time, as always.
You know what it is, man? In this city, it's rush hour right now, so everybody's rushing,
What youth club did you play for?
So I played for Collingwood United.
Okay.
Youth club growing up, but then I ventured out into Bryce, which is like this academy.
Yeah.
And then from Bryce, I went on and played for Aurora, which is a League One team at like 16. So.
How do you end up in Aurora?
So my one coach, he for Collingwood United, gave me Jimmy Brennan's contact. And then Jimmy Brennan was putting together this first League One team in Aurora. And then he asked if I'd be a part of it. And I ended up being the youngest player in the league.
How old? What age?
I started my first game at 16.
We've known each other for like a long time, so I've seen your weight steadily go up.
Yeah.
So what was that like?
He's bulking up.
He's bulking up. I'll try to say it nicely. But no, playing against all these older guys at the age of 16. 16, that's like what, grade 11? Or
Grade 11 heading
So what is that like? Playing against much older guys, what does that do for your game? What would you say it did for your game?
Oh, it definitely made like my sense of awareness like increase like a crazy amount because these guys are so experienced. They're moving a lot quicker than I was, and then the strength on the ball, but also like where to move off the ball.
Yeah.
And then just to like gelling with the team. Like I'm the youngest guy, and I'm not really gonna have a say, but when you're out there on the field, you have to have a voice.
That's true.
It made me speak up a lot too.
We saw Guelph United play, in the Canadian Championship. Tough match versus Halifax.
Saw my boys putting a great shift there.
Yeah, so you're watching your squad. A lot of the guys some of the guys you played at Guelph with, and etc. Kind of take me through that game from your perspective.
It was fun to watch. See them play. I got my guys Jace, Tommy, Zis. All these guys, they play in the Canadian Premier League, and they know how to play, and they know the competition. And for some of the other guys, it was their first time going against like professional soccer players. So it's like, man, this is like eye-opening, and the game changes so quickly. Plus, all the new additions funneled into that team as well. Maybe if they had a year more together, they might have gelled better, might have been able to play a lot better. But I think they gave it one hell of a shot.
Like, it's also good for experience, right? They go through this experience and they know that, okay, next time when we face a competition like this, we know what to do, we know what not to do, right? Because it helps not only just the players, but the coaching staff and the team in general, like Guelph United in general. They know what to expect from, let's say, a professional team and the atmosphere and like what the fans can bring into play too, right? So we have to think, like they have to think about that too.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and what I'm actually curious about is just like how much League One has advanced since you started in League One at the age of 16 and to where it is today. Like you've seen the growth, you've seen how they added more teams in. You have now, a relegation, a promotion relegation. I want to get your thoughts on the way where the league's going. How do you feel about it?
I think it's great. Like it's great to see it because it's definitely, the league was meant to be like a stepping stone for the next stage in someone's playing career. So I really think it's increased so much from being there. Maybe there's 10-15 fans at a home game to you're going and there's 300-400 people in a stadium, and they're all there to watch you play, and it's pretty cool. And I think it's advanced like a lot.
In high school, what was your thoughts in terms of, okay, what do I do at this stage? I feel like every Canadian goes to that stage when you're like grade 11, grade 12, because unlike Europe where it's like, all right, I'm going to this club, I'm doing this, that. For us, it's more like, all right, which university am I going to, or which team am I going to trial for overseas? Like, it's a very complicated process.
Yeah. So I had a trial with Cork City in Ireland right out of high school. So just to get that, I got that through League One as well, as we're talking about that stepping stone.
Yeah.
And
so that was through Aurora.
So Jimmy got me that trial. So it was more so for me, I want to do this for the rest of my life. And whatever I have to do, I'm going to do that. So I saved up, headed over, 2 weeks with a great trial. And, for that club at that time, they were top of the table, winners of the league.
Yeah.
They won it all. So, it was great just to be around, you got players that are relegated from the Premier League that are playing that division. Mm-hmm. It's just so great to be around and just to see that, this is a professional environment, and that's the environment I want to be in.
Yeah, you're there and you're seeing the standards, and you're like, I need to be there.
I need to be there. That's where I need to be. So,
thanks.
Yeah, and can you take me through just getting there on trial, that first training session? I know we all like to act like we're calm, we're cool.
I wasn't. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, I was not. I walked onto the field. So how it went is you got there at 8, and they had breakfast all lined up for you.
Okay.
And then after breakfast, I was introduced to the team. And then after that, there was a film session for their upcoming match. And then the starting 11 went out. And then defenders went out, midfielders and strikers. Okay. So I was with the midfielders and strikers, and I was so nervous. And then one of the vets, the team captain, took me under. He's like, "Hey, just relax, just play the game." Oh yeah. So it was definitely really nerve-wracking, but I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Fast, because those moments sometimes, like you said, you're overthinking things. You're taking one too many touches, or you're trying to release the ball too quick, and you're skying it. Those kind of things. So you're lucky, you had obviously a vet, a captain. Probably have seen a lot of young guys go through the same thing before. Tell you to relax, kind of just do your thing. Because obviously, even with them, they also want to see you successful, right? Even though you're coming in for a trial, they also want to see you successful, because to them, you might probably be the next thing that they need, right, for their squad and stuff like that. And it's good to have those when you go to trials and you go to other teams.
The playing level at Cork, what was that like? What was the quickest? What was the biggest shock in terms of the playing style?
For me, I found in Canada, when you get the ball, there's 4 or 5 guys. Yeah. And you don't really have time to take somebody on, or if you're going to, it's going to be something spectacular. Yeah. But there, it's so organized. Mm-hmm. It's I got the ball and I was just versus one guy. I was like, this is insane. And your passes have to be precise, your movements have to be precise. It's more so the movements off the ball. Okay. In order to get into position to make a play or to score, to be effective, was something you don't see in Canada a lot. You're seeing it more now, but it was something that was really, really evident when I went over there.
So you eventually end up at Guelph University. Mm-hmm. Tell me a bit how you got in with the Gryphons.
So Keith, after my first year there, kind of called me up and he said, "Hey, we heard about your trial. We heard all about this. So you looking to come still play university soccer?" Mm-hmm. Definitely. I need to get my degree. So something my mom and dad had nailed in my head. I need to get a degree. Mm-hmm. And I saw the kind of program, and I was like, okay, this is something that can win an OUA championship.
Mm-hmm. I realized.
And we did.
No, that's fine. I realized your position changed, based on obviously. Remember, we met each other before we went to school together, right? And obviously, we're playing probably, I think, winger or something. You're playing on the 10. I can't remember. Yeah. But now you're a left wing back kind of vibe.
Back, yeah.
What was that transition like, and when did that start?
To be honest, at first I hated it. I was I scored goals.
That's what I was saying. He came back from his trial and scored 2-3 goals in the OU.
Yeah. I was I scored goals. I don't do that. But seeing just that progression of the game was. Sure, your main focus, I guess, is defense, but you're also a winger. You have that free will to run up and down the field and really play all aspects of the game, and I fell in love with it.
The first time I played against Dylan was a tough game.
you put goals past him, no?
Goals past him, yeah.
I did to a lot of people.
You're just one of the victims.
I was very impressed, obviously, because obviously we had a talented player, and obviously I met your dad, fantastic guy, man.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Oh my God, is that that's why I asked him, going from Collingwood to Aurora, the drive. I know his dad probably loves driving him to play soccer because he's a proud dad and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. And shout out to your family, shout out to the mom, shout out to the dad. But now everything is settled. Are you gonna go back to Guelph for uni, or you're done uni now?
I got one more year.
One more year?
So we're gonna run it back one more year.
Run it back.
Back to back. We're going back to back.
We'll see.
Heard it here first.
What's interesting about you guys running it back? Obviously, you won the OUA championships.
Yep.
Take me a bit through that run. And at the beginning of the year, what was the goal in that locker room?
Well, we knew we had a talented group of players from the very beginning, and the mindset was OUA, or it really was nationals or bust.
Yeah.
We got a couple guys that's their last year. Our captain Ian, Lucas, Evan. We've got a goalie coming out of the CPL. That was really good, Svedik. We got to get to nationals, and we got to win nationals, or else the season's all for naught. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, we didn't win nationals. We lost to Montreal, who ended up winning. Lost in overtime there, but
take me through that OUA championship match. It was a home game for you.
It was, yeah.
Home game for you
against
guys.
York Lions.
I have to imagine, man, the night before or the day of, there's a lot of stress. Families like, okay, I'm coming.
Oh yeah,
all
tickets here, tickets there.
Take me through that 1-2 days of like, okay, I know we're about to play for the OUA championships. What is that preparation like at practice? Like, what is Keith saying, or what's happening?
I think it didn't really hit many of the players like myself, Evan, Lucas, Zis. We were all like fairly older players, and didn't really hit us until maybe the night before. We're all hanging out and having dinner, and we're like, we got an OUA final game tomorrow. Like, this is your guys' last OUA finals, and could be mine as well, but. And we're sitting there, we're like, this is like probably one of the biggest games of our lives right now. And a lot of nerves walking out of that tunnel, 20 minutes before coach says, let's get out there. It's butterflies.
We watched the scenes after the game, the pictures or whatever.
Yeah.
Take me a bit through that, all the family coming.
Oh, just, chaos. I didn't let the trophy go. Nobody could hold the trophy. I had the trophy in my hand. Coach was like, I got to take it. I'm like, you're not taking it. I'll take good care of it. It was awesome. It was just like all that hard work, you're 4 or 5 days a week in the gym, practice, gym again, film study. It's all leads up to like that one moment. Yeah. And when you get that moment and you're lifting the trophy, it's like, man, it feels good.
Same year you're doing that. Also same year Guelph United wins the League One.
Yeah.
What a year, huh?
What a year. Collecting trophies, lifting hardware.
Some people were like a fraction of that. Yeah. That's good. Take me a bit through that League One season and just winning that championship for Guelph United.
It was great, being a new team and fresh start. It's a lot of people that are doubting you. You guys can't do it, but I got to give credit to Keith and Justin Springer. They put together one heck of a team from top to bottom. We had Jace, League One MVP. Tommy, great striker, great guy. Zis, Evan, myself, Lucas. It was just a solid team all through, and we just all clicked. We clicked at the right time, and we were cruising.
Obviously there were some guys from the university team on the Guelph United team. Was it a situation where you guys took that chemistry from the season into the League One season, or was it like obviously you have the core group and then you have to like teach those new guys coming in like the tradition and like how like the coach wants to play?
So we have the same coaches for League One and for OUA. Yeah. So we were fortunate enough to be able to train, at night with League One, but during the day with the university. But for older guys and for younger guys coming in, you try to like take them under the wing and you show them like this is the ropes, this is the standard we hold ourselves to, and you try and just keep that standard throughout the whole year. So when we preach that to the university students, then we're getting that preached to us as well from like Tommy and Jace, because they've been there and they know how to win. So we try to keep that standard going through for OUAs, and I think it worked pretty well.
No, you can see there's no coincidence why Guelph United won and then Guelph won. By the way, are you Adidas or Nike guy?
Nike.
A damn. This is a damn.
Nike all day.
This is a shame, man.